All right, everyone, here's the video talking about what we're going to be watching to trade tomorrow, which is Tuesday, April 15th. The SPY is kind of still a jumbled mess. It did gap up today. Actually, one of my least favorite scenarios as far as being a day trader is when the whole market gaps up. But gapped up into the 20-day and kind of got slapped back down. I think we still did a good job of finding stuff to trade, right? And that's really what it's all about. USAR, I gave the idea through 11. And the stop was 60 cents away, but it never stopped out and went from 11 to 13.40. I'll go to 5 minutes just in case you weren't there. You can see that it jumped and hit 11 early. The rare earth plays were certainly on watch, right? And then so right there is where it broke 11. Went pretty damn quickly to 12.31. Again, came down, tested you, but didn't stop out. If you still had some, it did end up going to 13.40. That one is definitely on watch tomorrow. At TMC, I'm kind of proud of this one because it's just it's normally a narrow range stock, right? But I pointed out earlier, and see this high back here? If you were in chat, you already know. 255 back on February 19th. Well, 255, look what happened on an intraday basis. Came up right here. And hit, let's see, where's the high? Yeah, 255, right? So I noticed that, and I looked at the daily, and I said, oh, it hit 255 back in February also, and then did this little cup and handle. So my call was just what we define as a two-day high break, right? The high from February, whatever it was, and then the high, it touched that same high today, pulled back. So now if you break that high, you're breaking today's high and that high, a relevant high, right, on the daily chart. So I loved it. And you got this cup and handle. So it gave you like a nickel risk, 256 right there. Stop was really, about a nickel. And it's actually hit 290 in after hours, but it went to, I think, 287. Plenty of volume, very low risk trade. Absolutely love that one. So it's just a couple examples from today, especially for those that weren't there to kind of see what we did. Let me slide this over real quick for new members in the chat. Just hit your pause button while you're watching the video and read that if you're new to chat. All right. So I'll just go in the order I have them written. We're going to watch Bull, which is Webull, which is kind of reminiscent of Newsmax, right? Did the IPO and then just went nuts the next day. Crazy move. But we definitely, I mean, think about this. On Friday, this was down in the 950s and went to almost 80. But certainly in play, so we're going to watch it. USAR, already mentioned this one. I like the volume there, and the whole rare earth thing is a pretty relevant story, it seems. So we're going to watch that one. VERV, nice gap up, closing above its open, could have a continuation day. NMAX, I actually had a couple nice trades in this one today. I didn't highlight them in the video, but had a couple nice ones today. And if you notice, Friday's high, 28.80. Today's high, 27.49. So we still haven't broken a previous day's high since it was $265. But we do have a decent volume day today, fairly narrow range compared to all these other days. And I really think that's interesting tomorrow over 27.50. All right. FATN. I wish this one would have had a stronger close, but it made a crazy move. This went from a low of 573 today to a high of 1098. That makes it in play. It's also a recent IPO, and those certainly seem to be in play. Maybe a trade in that one tomorrow. We'll see if it gives us an A+ setup. I already mentioned TMC, but I'll just show you the chart again. Big breakout today. Could have a follow-through day tomorrow. MP also in that rare earth, and I'll put the horizontal line at recent highs. Tried to break out today, and really did close above its recent highs. Great volume. Certainly could follow through tomorrow. CRVO, kind of a sleeper pick, right? I had a big run back here, then another run sideways for a few days. The only reason I even have it on watch is because today got that big volume spike. Someone, I think it was on a newsletter or something, but that's a big volume spike, and it's a recent, somewhat recent high flyer. I'm a day trader. I'll put it on the chart. PHIO had the gap up, 4 sessions ago, came back down, and is already curling back up. That one's kind of interesting to me, so we're going to watch that one. ELPW, nice little mini breakout. We'll see if that one does something wrong. Then RX had the big pop on Friday. Quiet inside day today. We'll look for a possible third day play setup. That's it for me. I'll see you guys in the pre-market, and we'll add some gappers to this list.